Hello, everyone. It's me, Andrew. I'm here at Star Cottage Studio in lovely Ligonier, Pennsylvania. It's a beautiful day here. Uh, it's too bad I had to stay inside today, but I am super excited about what we're doing. I am dirty, filthy, filthy, filthy. Um, and not in a good way. Well, I guess in a good way, but I've been cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. So I had a big smudge on my face earlier and I saw it and I was like, oh, I gotta do something about that. So luckily I had some wet wipes and could do something a little bit to get a little bit more presentable for you all. So, how is everybody? Hopefully, you all are doing well out there. It's Tuesday, and last night we had a fun glass focal sale, and we wrapped up over the weekend. We had a vintage Czech glass sale. If you missed any of those lots, William took pictures of everything that was left and that we had multiples of and made an album on the Allegory Gallery Facebook page and put that there so that if some people don't like to claim on the lives. I get it. Sometimes, especially when it's a first come, first serve kind of dealio, sometimes people don't really like that. So we took pictures, posted them in an album, and posted the album. And if you're interested in anything in those, you can go through and claim those. Those are all up. And yeah, and if somebody has already claimed something, you can put mine slash next. And if we have more than one or it falls through, then we can hook you up. Because sometimes I have a bunch of like one thing and I have like one of another thing. All right, I see a couple folks have tuned in. Michelle's watching. Hi, Michelle. Harry's watching. Hey, Harry. Marianne's watching. Hey, Marianne. Norma's watching. Hi, Norma. Yeah. And if you're watching, say hello. Say where you're from. It's always nice to see where folks are tuning in from. So over the weekend, we did a YouTube video with our friend Jen from JNT Creations. She's one of our teachers. And she did a really cool UV resin project. So if you haven't seen that, maybe not now, but like after the video, head on over to our YouTube channel and you can see that. Those are only on our YouTube channel. And we had a couple people say, why don't you post it on Facebook? And the reason why, there's a couple different reasons. One is the quality is a little bit higher, the resolution's higher. So for like when we do these live tutorials and stuff, um, you know, they it the quality is what it is on Facebook, but on YouTube it's a little bit better. So we can output the videos. I can't remember what William said. He said some very technical way of saying that the videos are nicer on YouTube. So that's one reason. The other thing is that we are monetized on YouTube. So if you watch those, we get a little bit of something, something. When people like and comment and interact with our videos and watch them. So that helps. And there's another reason, but I can't remember. So, anyways, those are all on YouTube. And if you're interested in seeing those, it's youtube.com/allegory gallery, I believe. I see a couple more folks have tuned in. Diane's watching. Hi, Diane. Our neighbor Susan's watching. Hey, Susan. Marion says, I have blue fingertips. From what? From the cold? It's hot here. Or it's not really hot. It's seasonally appropriately warm here, and there's a breeze today. So it's nice today. It's really super nice today. Um, and so the big news, I mean, we've got a lot of things in the works, but one of the big things is that one of my friends, she used to travel the country, and I think actually she's traveled abroad as well, to teach. And she teaches micro shell forming and is known for that. And uh, that whole metal forming, synclastic, anticlastic, that kind of forming and raising. Unfortunately, she had some health issues where her spine, she needs surgery on her spine. So she's unfortunately not going to be able to travel to teach anymore. Um, and that means that all of those student kits that she put together that she used to haul, because for one, she can't lift this stuff anymore. And the other thing is that whenever you're traveling, you never really know like what the conditions of your studio are going to be. And usually, for like fire safety and stuff, a lot of times those kind of classroom spaces have concrete floors, which if you've never stood on a concrete floor all day, it's not delightful on your back. So she's retiring from traveling and teaching. So she has all these duplicate kits that above and beyond what what she uses for her in-house classes, because she has a studio in her home and she also has classes there. And so she's been offering these amazing deals on these tool bundles. Now the tool bundles are pretty amazing, and her and her partner make a lot of the tools. So the tools are really cool because sometimes you need a specific hammer to close things up and do different things. Um, so she's putting these together, and it would be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful if we could get that for here, but also at the new place, because we're going to have a couple benches at the new store in Johnstown, and we'll be able to do some classes there. And it will really open up what we can show and teach. Um, if we had to buy everything like onesie twosies, it gets real expensive real fast. So um, she's having to go through surgery. So this is going to help her out. She's not going to be able to work while she's recovering. So this helps them, it helps us. And so, of course, it happens, when it rains, it pours kind of thing. And so we're not prepared. It's one of those things where a lot of the opportunities that we encounter are ones that are just like surprise, and so you have to kind of jump and hope the net appears kind of business. So we are doing some fundraising. I think we can do it. So I'm going to be listing a bunch of stuff. Today is kind of the first kickoff of it. Normally I do a tutorial on Tuesdays, but today I am destashing. And if there's anything that you're looking for that you want to see that I haven't posted, let me know, because I can keep an eye out for it. We're doing a big clean out of the cottage and making space and making room here. As you can see, the background is like filling up with stuff. And I would like to have William have his own little area, so that he has his own little area. And anyway, so we're in the process of doing that, and it's going to be good. I'm excited. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's very dim at this point, because I completely made a mess last night. But it's one of those things where it gets worse before it gets better. So if there's something that you're looking for that you're interested in, let me know, because I'm going through lots of stuff and I have a lot of different random things. And I've been collecting beads for over 20 years. So I have a lot of beads, a lot of things that, um, people are like, do you have this random bead that was made by this person at that show that one time under the full moon in Tucson when the guy got hit in the head with a baseball? I mean, like, yes, I do. I actually do. That's my friend Grant. It actually happened, by the way. He was laying out on the baseball field admiring the moon at sunset and got clocked in the head with a baseball. Anyways, he's a really good book on polymer clay. Anyways, let's see. Let's see. The comments jumped. June's watching. Hey, June. Marianne is using Distress Oxide inks, and that's why her fingers are blue. That happens sometimes. Sandra says, I can't comment on YouTube. It has ads where comments are. So frustrating. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I see you must have moved over to Facebook. That's good. Good thinking. We always try to build in workarounds. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but we try to build that in just in case one thing fails. We have like an heir with a spare kind of business. Norma says, I saw your post, Marianne. I'm interested in that process. I'm totally unfamiliar with it. I'll have to look at that once I get off the TV time. Beaten with Nicole B says hello. Hi, Nicole. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see. Nicole says, is he okay? That happened maybe 15 years ago, so I am hoping that he's okay. He had a big knot on his head, but anyways. Donna's watching. Hey, Donna. All right. So, yeah, we have a lot of things going on in town. If you're local to Ligonier, stop on by. Now, tonight is going to be pretty random. It's going to be like, you're all going to be like, what is the theme of this? And I'm going to be like, the theme of this is me clearing out the universe. I don't know. It's there. It's kind of random, but I found some really cool things. I found things that I've made, things that I've collected along the way. There are beads, there are pendants, there are sculptures, there's all kinds of stuff. So I hope you enjoy this. And again, if there's anything that you're looking for, you're like, I need that random bead by that random person. You have to be maybe a little bit specific because I got a lot of that random stuff. But if you do, let me know. I can maybe hunt for it. So just keep that in mind. And yeah. Oh, Nicole says that she received her check glass beads from us. And oh my goodness, I love them all. Oh, good. I'm glad you like them. And Cheryl's watching. Hi, Cheryl. I am going to ask you all to like and share this video. It does help boost the signal and get the word out there. I'm trying to make as much money as possible so that we can seal the deal for this tool buyout. And she's super a wonderful, amazing mentor in the metals community. And I'm not going to say who it is just yet because I want to make sure that we get that we can lock down our tools. And then after we get our tools, then I'll tell everybody. And I mean, it's not super hard if you're like in the metals world to figure out who it is. But I'm going to keep it close to the heart until it's until after we get ours, and then I'll share. How about that? Because I definitely want her to have, not have to struggle or worry about anything while she's recovering. She was supposed to do the surgery, I think, last year, but her sister got breast cancer, or I can't remember what kind of cancer. I think it was breast cancer. And so she delayed her own surgery so that she could help take care of her sister while she was recovering. And that just goes to show what kind of an amazing person she is. And she's super talented too. Um, Anyways, I'm going to flip the camera around and get situated. And so you're going to see the ceiling for a second. Now, William told me to use the back wide angle. Back wide angle. Is this it? Boy, you get to see everything. All right. So I'm going to put this down. I don't know if I like this wide angle business, but let me try a different one because that might not be it. I usually just use the back one, but he said that maybe it's dual camera. All right. So I think that's the winner on that. And then I'll put this here also. I don't know. Let me see if I can make that look nice. All right. So I'll put that a little higher so I can put the ticker take on it. You'd think after we did this every day for 4 years, I don't know how many years we've been doing this, that we would have this down pat. This is wide angle dual cameras. All right. So, all right. To purchase from this video, take down each lot number and send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. If you like what we do, please like, share, and subscribe/follow us. See, that's a handy dandy ticker. All right. And somebody asked why we were doing it like this because they're used to the old way they used to do destashes. And this is just a little bit easier because I'm not the only one doing it. In the olden times, I used to be just me doing it. And then nowadays, it's not just me. So, like packing up orders and stuff. So it's way easier if you do it like that. All right. So let's start off with something. Let's do how about some enamel? All right. This is going to be, oh, I don't know if I like this. That keeps bouncing. Let me change this real fast. Sorry, y'all. I have the dual camera on and it keeps like boom, 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 boom. All right. I don't know about this either. All right. Yeah. Eventually I'll get this down. I can see our numbers dropping already. All right. So my friend C Coop, Sarah, she makes these in Duluth, Minnesota. And these are really cute little bead caps that she enamels. So this is bead caps by Sarah. Let me see if I can't make that better. Where you get up there real close. All right. And so this is a good view. All right. This wide angle is great. Okay, good. I hope y'all like this. All right, so this is 81 and it's $6 for the pair. So I don't know if you can, let me turn the extra light on. If that helps or not. So these, there's just no room for me to put my hand under this. It's like, all right. So these ones are enameled and they're C coupe. And they are approximately 6.5 millimeters tall by, that's not right. Oh, yeah, it is 10, about a centimeter. All right. So in case that penny wasn't enough information for y'all. So this is lot AD1 and is $6 for the lot of 2. And I've got a couple different colors, so keep your eyes peeled for these. Let me get a bigger bag so I can fit this in there. Hopefully you all are doing well. I know that this is a little bit wonkadoodle because I'm flying solo today. William's at his other job today. And so I'm like, what am I doing? Where am I? It's easier when there's 2 of us. Let me just tell you. All right, I've got 2 more. This one is a little bit of a green and orange kind of flavor in the recessed areas. This is a little bit of an orangey color. I like that they are not perfectly matched. They're kind of like a suggested match. So this is lot AD2 and is $6 for these enameled bead caps by C Coupe. And I haven't seen her for a while. I actually haven't seen a lot of people because normally we go to a lot of shows. Pardon me, but we didn't go to any shows this year because we had previous commitments for a lot of the shows that are here in Pennsylvania. The last big show that I went to was in Tucson, so I was there for like a month, so I guess that counts. All right, so I'm gonna do another couple of these. They're not perfectly matched, as you can see. Like this is kind of a cobalt blue, and then this one's kind of an orangey color, like a coppery, and a little bit of green. Let me see, is that better? That's better for color. All right. And this is lot AD3 and is $6. William says the wide angle allows you to get real close to the camera to show detail. If you won't do that, that means use a regular back camera. I'm trying to figure it out, William. But the thing about this is that it's so close. The camera is so close. But I do like that. That's AD3 and is $6 for the pair. So you get 2. Sometimes we show multiple things and then you only get one of them. But for these, you get the pair. All right. So I've got one more lot of these enameled bead caps. These ones are really cool. They're kind of like a red with a little bit of this bluish teal color. I'll show it to you a little bit closer. I love these. That color combo is one of my faves. A red with that teal. And these are enameled bead caps by Seacoop. You can use these for tassels or bead caps. And these are also $6 for these. Susan's watching. Donna's watching. Hey, y'all. All right. It oddly feels dark in here today. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my eyes. I did stay up way too late trying to get things ready for this, digging through stuff. All right, so these are a little bit different, and I hope that you all like them. I have two different versions of these. I used to make, so sometimes my friends would have fertility issues, and I know that sometimes that's a weird thing to talk about. But so I used to make fertility jewelry, and these are called mamuli, and they're from Indonesia, and they're $6 a piece. And so the way that I would string those, let me put the little label first, AD5, and these are also $6. I have more than one of these, so if you are interested, yep, claiming by email. Just like on the ticker says at the bottom. All right, so this is a silver finish, and I have more than one of these. So if you are interested in more than one, let me know. This is AD5, and these are handcrafted in Indonesia. They're called mamuli. And I guess I can write that down so y'all can research it if you are so inclined. Mamuli. And then this is a silver tone one. And then I have two other versions of them. So also, if you're interested in anything, you can always let us know if you want multiples. Sometimes we can do it, sometimes we can't, because some things are just like one-offs, but that's just the way it is. So this is AD6, and this is also $6. Now this one is a little bit different. This is a gold tone one, but it also has these drops. So what I would do to string this is I used to make I ran over and got some leather, y'all. So I would just do a lark's head knot. So this is leather. And I would put it through like so, and then put that through the loop. This is so weird on this camera. So normally when I do a lark's head knot, it's way easier than this. I'm trying not to hit the camera. And then, so I would just make simple little necklaces like this for different people who needed them. So this is AD6 and is $6. And I have more than one of these if you want, but they're $6 each. So that's AD6, and they're $6 each. And if you're interested, send us an email at info@allegorygallery.com. And I picked AD because it's for Andrew's Destash. How about that? All right, I have one more version of the mamuli, and it's like the first version I showed you, except gold colored. All right, and that's going to be 87, and that is also $6. So 87, $6. I love this finish. It's like a brass, but it's a warm bronzy color. And you can see they're a lovely shape. So even if you're not making fertility jewelry, they're pretty cool. This also would be a pretty cool clasp if you were so inclined and could figure that out. I have a recollection of making something like this for a class, but I had two of them. All right, so that's AD7 is $6. All right, so those are, if you're interested, they're called mamuli. And like I said, I have more than one if you're interested in those. All right, so this is something I picked up at a show, and I have zero recollection of who made it, but I thought it was just the coolest thing. And this is AD8, AD8, and is $18. And this is an artist. We were at some kind of craft fair or something like that. And this is a silk cocoon that they hand dyed and then wrapped in wire and then put beaded embellishments on that. So, and then it's a pin that you can wear like a brooch. So I don't know if anybody else is gonna like that, but I know I liked it. And I wore it a couple times. I think it's pretty cool. So AD8 is $18 for this artist made. I wish I saved. Usually I'm pretty good about saving that kind of information, but I did not. And I think that's how much I paid for it. I probably paid actually $20 for that. But anyways, that's 88, $18 for the silk cocoon pin. Marianne says, no need for fertility. Well, maybe it's like abundance, manifest abundance. All right, so I made this for a book club a long time ago. And when we read Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, and it's set in New York City, and they made a movie out of it. I think Tom Hanks was in it, but I could be making that up. And it's about this little kid, and there are clues, and they have to go on these quests and meet all these people. And so, anyways, so I made this pin or this pendant. It's sterling silver, and then this is a vintage resin New York cabochon. And I thought that was just perfect for that. And let me put that thing, that's 89. And that's going to be $35 only. So I think that's pretty fun. It's sterling silver, and it's sand stamped, and then it has one of those vintage souvenir cameos. All right. All right. So up next is going to be, and if you're interested in this, and if you are watching and you're like, I don't make jewelry, I can, if you want, I can put a necklace, like a leather cord necklace or something like that, for a small upcharge. So if you're watching, because I know a couple of people are like, I don't make jewelry, and then I was like, well, I can turn that into something for you really fast. But it's not going to be like super complicated. But if you want a chain or something like that, I can hook you up. All right. So I did a whole series of this bezel set check glass. And this is AD10 for $32. Now these are kind of a pain in the butt to make, so I didn't make that many. I basically did a strand of them, and then when I was done with the strand, I was like, okay, done now. And this is sterling silver. The bezel's fine silver, and it's got the AG for Allegory Gallery. Oop. And it's AD10 for $32. That's I made this with my very own 2 hands. So there you go. Let me try not to knock into the camera stand. All right. Let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. AD11. AD12. So how have you all been? Have you had a good start to your week so far? Hopefully you all are having a good start to your week. We've been busy. I've been cleaning like crazy and getting ready for this. I don't know if people like this format of like a Destash. I know sometimes people like a little bit different. All right. So up next is something else that I made. I usually make these around the holidays, but I haven't done it for a while. And then I found a box of them hanging out. So I think that's going to be pretty festive. But I think they're around for any time. I was in Tucson just recently, and I saw somebody hanging this from their mirror, and I thought that was pretty cool. So these are called podlings, and I sculpt these out of polymer clay. And here you go. I hear somebody's here. And I paint them and make them by hand. And there's a great big hole. I try to make big holes this time. Hello, William.
Hello, Andrew.
Can you do this? Because I don't like how low this camera is.
You are very low.
I know. I can't
Red Bull delivery.
Thank you, sir.
Here, you talk, I'll show. How about that?
Yeah, I can't deal with this, yo. I'm like,
you're so fun. Let's adjust a little bit.
Fix it, William.
Let's adjust a little bit. We don't.
Oh my gosh, so much relief.
We don't need to be so high.
And then I'm so warm in here today.
You don't have this light on either.
I turned it off because the colors were doing
this
something
matte
weird.
Does not make colors right.
I thought it made colors right.
No, the darker gray does. This lighter gray, I was trying to use it with photos the other day, and it did not work. Okay.
So how was your day, William?
My day was pretty good. Got some work done. Got some sales done.
That's good.
See, this you can get real up close.
I don't know if it's good to get that close.
He says, don't get too close.
You're going to see all the pores. Well, Susan says it's International Cat Day. Well, I got something for you. All right, so that's AD11. And then also, since William's not here, I'm like, who am I? Where am I? How am I doing this in life?
What are you talking about? You're doing
know.
great.
No.
I don't know where you're doing these. Where are they going up there? This is what, AD12?
Correct.
I loved this series.
Little podlings.
These little podlings.
I think they're nice for $28.
They're going to look at you. They're going to give you side eye.
They're pretty affordable for a small scale sculpture.
That's a lot cheaper than they were before, weren't they?
I don't remember.
I feel like they were like $45 each.
I try to make them inexpensive so that, like, not for kids necessarily, but if they wanted them, they could maybe get them, and it wouldn't be like crazy. I remember I had an artist in the store, and they had polymer clay, and their stuff was kind of pricey, and this kid wanted it so bad, and he threw the biggest fit. And his mom was so embarrassed. She was like, "He's not normally like this." I was like, "Wow, I want things too. I would do that too, but I get not invited to places." So here's another podling. This one's kind of purpley, with a little brush of gold. And if you want, the way that I hang them is I take ribbon, thick chunky ribbon like this, and put it through, and then it's extra festive.
Yeah, we used to have these hanging on a tree in the store, a metal tree.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know, you took them all for something, probably a show.
And then they never came back.
Right.
Then they sat in a box for several years. I hope you didn't get too scared when you walked in the door.
That was a little scary in there. You've been tearing up the place.
But it looks good though, right?
Sure.
Like, it looks scary, but also good.
It looks like you're making some progress.
Oh my gosh, you can actually, not there, you can't walk.
No, I was.
But
was
there
like
are other areas that you can walk. See, look, straight down the aisle.
Look at that. Straight down the aisle. How's
Dude.
it back there? You were in there?
No.
Just don't go in there.
No.
It is very... Turn on those lights over there. It's very dark in here.
Dude, you're telling me? I thought you were in a cape today.
Well, that's how it always is back here. I'm like, we got all the lights possible in the filming studio, and it's still dark.
I'm like, how?
That probably doesn't help. It just makes me feel better. Like it's going to help.
It's that ambient.
Uh-huh.
That ambient lighting. Do people like my podlings, or you think they look like garbage trash?
Cheryl says, I love her. I don't know if that was about a podling or somebody you were talking about.
I don't remember. I talk a lot of smack.
It looks just like Marty Feldman in Young Frankenstein.
I don't know. I can't remember that.
Me either.
It then went away.
This is delicate.
Is it the one that is like the Hunchback? Igor?
This one's blue. This is pretty. They got such cute faces. Susan loves all of them. Julie loves them little faces.
I'm listening to the Wheel of Time books, and I probably will be listening to them for the next couple months since they're so long. Like, the one book is like 30 hours. And there are these things called the Aes Sedai. And there are these women that can channel the one source energy, and then they're color coded.
Aren't they on this show like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one, Moraine, she's blue. So I should make a whole series of
there you go.
Aes Sedai inspired podlings. All right. For Cat Day. What was that? AD 15? So it's AD 16. This is hand carved, y'all.
Hand carved bone.
Yeah, it's bone. So if you don't like bone, then...
Ooh, that's a good price. I think that's like half price.
Well, it's the Destash day.
Isn't that cat cute? Look at that.
And if you want him, Marianne, since you've been doing the
I want to go home with you. I want to live with you.
Adopt me. You could
Can
paint.
I live with you?
You could do that painting and then staining the recessed.
Donna says, I have one of those cats.
Oh, good. You can get a matching set.
I know, you need a pair. This one, the tail goes the other way. So if you did want a pair,
you can make those into earrings.
They're light enough. They would be symmetrical then. Mirror images. Susan says no litter box cleaning either, right?
My favorite.
He doesn't clean the litter box, y'all.
Correct. You don't want me to either.
He says you don't want me to.
And you're going to be also cleaning out puke. You know, I used to have a cast iron stomach. And
what happened to you?
Not anymore. Now I'm like, oh, I have a whiff of fecal matter.
The kitten pooped and he almost threw up.
I know. It was rank, by the way. I was like, what y'all been eating? So these were made specially for me, from my friends Lily Pilly. And, all right, so they're laser engraved shell. But why these are cool is they did a pattern in the recessed areas, and that's so that stuff will stick. So you can paint in those. If y'all gonna do portrait painting, or if you're gonna glue something on top of this. People are like, what am I looking at? And that's what that is. So, and it's $24 for all 4 of those. And that's a good price.
That's a great price.
Lily Pilly. Susan says kitten food. Yeah, I don't know what they put in that kitten food.
Says, yeah, the protein is higher for kittens. That's why it smells worse.
Yeah, their breath. I was like, oh.
They knock you out.
Oh no. They're gonna do. I'm gonna see visions.
Oh my goodness.
They're like, it's not that bad.
It isn't that bad, y'all.
Huh.
He's just sensitive nowadays.
I know.
I hope you're all buying this. I'm taking up my mowing time to be presenter here today.
It's necessary.
It's the only day it hasn't rained in like a week.
It rained this morning.
It did, I know.
Right. Normally those are 75. Today only 60. That's Sgraffito by Andrew.
On enamel.
Enamel.
In enamel.
Enamel Sgraffito on copper. See that? Sale price today.
Sale price today.
Buy it now.
This is, I got money to make.
Correct. I got tools to buy.
How is everybody today? Everybody doing good?
Seems like it.
That's good.
Could be making it up.
Are y'all liking this Destash stuff? Oh, I see some things coming up.
I don't know. I have to check the price on those because I actually remember. I just give stuff away. That's my way.
I think these were like 24 each. Something like that.
Maybe a little. Ooh. All right. So this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you my bead that's in my collection. And then I'll show you the ones that you can buy.
The one he kept and the one you can buy.
Okay, because I collect beads. All right, so this bead was a big Mamba Jumbo one. And that's by Monty Clark and Carol Bonda. That's a blast from the past, y'all. And that's my bead. Did you show the price that's zoomed in?
60. He says that's in my collector case.
Correct. Now, I'm not parting with that. But
like you gotta get your own. And you can.
These ones are the baby versions. So Monty Clark and Carol Fonda.
Julie says that's beautiful. Susan says that's why Hubs was out lawn mowing earlier despite back issues. Yeah, it's hard to catch it in between the rain. Our neighbors are asking me, are you going to mow your grass soon?
I don't care.
And I'm like, I said I will once it stops raining.
And I said no.
No, we
For
like
that, I'm going to leave
like,
it longer.
It's kind of what I do sometimes.
Sorry, Susan. She
Not
lives
Susan
on the
asking.
other side. Beth. She has me mow her grass. So.
I know. She pays to have her grass mowed. We can't do that.
Well, we also have a mower too, so
2 of them. One for here, one for there. I gotta mow here too. One of these days.
oh well, it'll be winter by the time we get to it.
And like then it just covers and dies. I don't mind. Our yard, when I go out to our yard at night, I can hear now crickets and all these weird bugs, and it sounds so
fireflies.
yeah, and it
flowers.
sounds so good and it smells so good. And then I go over, like, walk up the block to the neighbors' yards, and it's quiet. There's nothing because it's all mowed down. And we have a little bit of stuff in our yard, and it makes the difference. Like, it's a little ecosystem happening.
Mm-hmm. It is a little bit wild, but
it's wild right now, but I kind of like it. But I don't think Barnaby likes it as much. He doesn't go out into the tall grass anymore. These are really beautiful. I didn't know you had these.
I do.
It's like, I do.
I have a lot of things.
I know. I never knew you had these.
Well, don't worry about it. These kind of...
This one is that's my coloring there.
Yeah, me too. They kind of also remind me of Starlene. Do you remember Starlene?
Yep. I love those. There's one that didn't sell that I may keep for my own and make it into a pendant of some sort on something.
I like to just look at them. One day I'm going to put them in a case and enjoy them.
Donna says, our yard guy can't come until Monday or Tuesday of next week. It has rained a lot. Yeah, it rains enough that you can't mow.
She's in Alabama.
Right? It rains enough that you can't mow. It's not been raining a ton, but it's just raining a little bit every day, enough to make it, and usually midday, like when I would go out, when I'd have time to actually go out and mow.
Yeah, like yesterday you were going to mow.
Yep.
And then I need to do the flower beds, but I have been trying to make money, so sorry.
Gotta stay alive. Gotta pay the mortgage.
Correct. I got tools to buy.
And like, we're not gonna have to worry about our lawn if we don't have the mortgage paid.
Really, growth mentality.
He's like, growth mentality.
I hate poverty talk. You know, there's that show Little House on the Prairie. I hate that show. I hate it.
What do you call it?
Money Problems on the Prairie. What episode is this? Mary's blind today, so we have to take her to the doctor, but we can't afford the doctor. So Mama has to sell off her clothes, and then they all have to go and live in
this one's nice.
above a bar.
Icy.
And the children have to serve drinks. I was like, is this for real the theme of this show? Skip.
Money Problems on the Prairie.
Yeah, I don't like that show at all. Sorry. If you love that show, sorry. But
he just changed it for you now.
I hate that show. I can't help it. It's like if you want to feel bad about yourself, go on ahead and watch that. So we made this for a kit, and then
sold the kits.
And then there's no more kits. And so that's one of my designs. It's like a honeycomb, and then there's a little tiara cast bee. I think the kits were way more.
Yeah, they were.
But you got more in the kit, so.
Yeah, it was a honey yellow themed kit.
Right. So I haven't done bronze clay in a minute. There you go.
I saw some the other day. Well, just actually this morning, I noticed it again. I was like, wonder if he's going to do some more of that.
Oh, because it's in the refrigerator?
Yeah.
It has its own drawer.
I know it has its own drawer in the refrigerator. It has a bunch of metal clay in the drawer in the refrigerator.
Correct. So I carve out the designs in reverse, and then these are all pressed out. And then I purposely keep them a little bit rustic. I know some people, they like everything like super smooth and ultra high finish. And on some things I do, but for these ones, I tried to keep them kind of rustic. It's based off of those headstones in New England, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Salem?
Mm-hmm.
And then one away. Marion says, I guess now I won't rewatch. Well, if you like suffering, you know, some people like it. They like to feel bad about themselves. And I was like,
Susan said, those New England style headstones. ...
I made this a particular time period. I don't know if you can actually read it. I can read it, but
we might not want people to read it right at first, and then you see what it says.
Your kindred.
Resist. What lot was that skull? We had two of them. They were lot AD 26 and AD 27. 27's a little bit shorter, a little bit, maybe just a tiny bit. The first one was 26. This is AD 28, $18. These were a lot more, I believe, when they went live originally, and this is a hand-painted one.
Susan says, if I want to suffer, I'll watch the news. The one nice thing is that the one is old-timey fiction.
Yeah, at least it, I mean...
Well, I guess nowadays it could be fiction. Depends
Affording
what
the doctor.
Which one?
Which doctor are you going to?
Never mind.
He's like,
take it back. Sorry. No. They're like, tell us how you really feel. Listen.
This is AD 29.
I put the censor on myself, y'all.
He's censoring his words.
Correct.
He doesn't want to scare anybody.
Well, no. Apparently, I'm highly opinionated.
Oh, who told you that?
My mom.
He's like many people. Many people.
My mom.
My mom.
Dad.
It started with my mom.
I was born.
I was born, and she said, this one's highly opinionated.
No, she said, you are an ungrateful child born to kill me. That's what she said.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm going to talk about something, and I'm not going to probably ever do this over again.
Oh, boy.
So this is AD 31 coming up.
Yeah, this is AD 30 for the dragon in blue and green. I like this dragon a lot. You need to make more of these.
Well, maybe that, but I'm not doing these ever again. So this one's a little bit weird, but I don't think it matters.
What do you mean weird?
There's a spot on the patina, and I was like, oh, should I take it and redo the patina?
It looks fine.
There's
right there?
Yeah.
Looks like a moon. It's fine.
Well, I was like, am I going to have to redo this? So this is white copper. So the reason why I'm not ever going to do these ever again is because it's a pain in the behind to do this firing process.
Is it multi-step?
You have to do a pre-fire. And then you have to do a carbon environment, and then you have to, I mean, I guess, like, I used to make these for production. Like, I made blocks of them, so I guess that's why it was a pain in the butt. If I was making, like, a pack's worth of clay, maybe it wouldn't be such a problem. But at the time, I was like,
Well, you are getting these at good prices, too, for this Destash.
This is white copper, by the way. It's not silver. And if you are in the UK, you cannot buy this.
Oh, why is that?
Because they have some weird rule about it.
Oh.
About hallmarking and stuff. So that's also why I'm not making it, because I got reamed out so hard.
You're like, then just don't buy it.
That's what I said. But y'all in the U.S.
Talk to your country.
Good old America. America can
or
buy
Canada.
This. Yeah, or Canada.
Canada.
Whoever you want, you know, where things are more free.
Oh boy.
Causing problems.
Uh-huh. We're going to get a different following.
I know.
On this channel.
We're the boos. The thumbs down. That's Diane Hockey, my friend Diane.
Yeah, it is. I can't believe this is around. We still have some of her stuff in the online store, I think, that hasn't sold, and I am way surprised.
Yeah, because considering it sells out immediately, always.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Yeah, I don't even.
Some of the artisan stuff in our online store.
I look at her thing, her page to claim, but I never get anything.
Can't get there in time.
Sold. All right, so the next ones are different. I told y'all that this is going to be all kinds of stuff. What was that one?
That was 33.
This is AD 34.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all getting the super deal on new ones.
Ooh.
I bought these a long time ago.
Do these open? Yes.
It's so old that the rubber bands disintegrated, and
these are really pretty.
You know how long it took me to pick these out? It took me like all afternoon.
Look how gemmy they are in there.
I was like, is it this one? Is it this one?
They're so gemmy in there. That's like, it's like chrysoprase almost. Like it's a gemmy green color. So, and then that, look at that fossilized color in the shell. All the A-B kind of look. Natural.
Yeah, I hemmed and hawed on these for, it seemed like, will they fit in those?
That's what I'm going to check. No, not even going to try.
All right.
We'll do that later. I'm just setting this aside. There's 34. Here is 35.
So this is good for wire wrapping. These don't have any holes. Or like Susan said, it would be great for a lovely curio display.
These are matched pairs. Well, it's actually cut in half. And look at how beautiful that one is.
That one's a good one.
Got some kind of slight transparency on the edge.
If nobody gets that, I'll keep that. I don't have any problem with that.
These are really pretty. Good examples on these. For only $10, that's $80.35 for that one.
For both.
Yeah, you get the both pair. Well, the pair. Get both in the pair.
In the old time, that was not that price.
I bet it was not. This one's a little bit thicker if you want a heavier one. Still got more of that outer shell thickness. But so pretty on the inside. got one more of these coming up. That was AD 36. Ooh. Holy moly.
I know you like them also.
Ooh, these are like drusied.
Some of them are.
Look at that in there. So you have this one. This is AD 37. Andrew's staring at me like he's sorry he let this one go.
No, I want the other one if it doesn't sell.
The green one?
The thin one.
Oh, I like the very first one. Was my favorite.
AD 35. If that doesn't sell, I'm gonna keep it.
34 was my favorite. I like this one though too. This is nice. It's deep enough that it's got those insets. So that's AD 37 on that one.
So I don't know if y'all know this about me. They're like true confession time.
Uh-oh. Confessions by Andrew.
They're like, oh, I don't know about
like,
this.
What are we going to learn today?
Oh, no, generational trauma. Gotta be quick. I collect buttons.
That's not so bad, right?
Did y'all know that? They collect buttons. I particularly collect morning jewelry buttons, morning buttons. But these are check glass buttons.
These are really pretty.
And these are usually way more, of course.
Yes, they are. And these are vintage too.
Correct.
Even more usually. Julie has joined us. Hello, Julie. Says haven't been able to get in lately. Thank you for joining. Janice has joined us. Janice is having some storm issues.
Oh, no.
Trees landing on her roof.
That sucks.
Donna says the ammonites are so beautiful. That's a lovely button right there. AD 38.
Button.
Button. Button.
Do you say button?
Button.
Button.
I say button. Button.
How do
There's
I
no
say
T.
it?
Button. Button.
Do I say button?
Button.
I think I say button.
You do a lot. It depends if you're emphasizing. I don't know if you say just regular button. I say button.
Push the button. I say button.
Yeah, you do. You emphasize the T's like they were a double T, like a Italian.
There are T's.
I know.
There are two T's.
It's like Italian. You elongate
like
that. Bruschetta.
Did you see that one where he's like, there are T's. There are T's. Scatty. You know, that was pretty funny. Bruschetta. Bruschetta. Boy, that long suffering man.
Bruschetta. I know.
She tortures him.
Is Carlos? I think his name is Carlos. This is really pretty.
She tortures him.
Blue, purple, and silver. I said, I hope he's in on that joke. The joke of him.
Just constantly mocking him forever.
I know.
Holy cow, he's not getting cut of that.
Julie was in Virginia on the way home. I was wondering where Ligonier, PA was. We are 60 miles to the east of Pittsburgh. Find Pittsburgh on the map. Take your finger 60 miles east.
Virginia. Wow, that's far.
It depends where in Virginia. Virginia can be right on the border practically.
You're thinking of West Virginia.
Yeah, but depending on where they're going.
Oh, you're driving?
I was in Virginia and I'm on the way home, yeah.
Where are you? Where's your home?
Depends where your home is. What was that? That was 39. Here comes 40. Marion says, I too have a small check glass button collection. Those check buttons are so cool. Donna says the buttons are stunning. Gum Springs, Virginia. I don't know where that is. But find Pittsburgh on the Pennsylvania map. We're very close. And if you're coming, let us know.
Yeah.
Please
Sometimes
don't.
I'm not there.
There have been so many times we've had helpers in the store. They're like, oh, this person stopped by. They were traveling and they wanted to see you and they stopped by. And I'm like, we tell everyone, please let us know if you're coming so we can try to be there.
Yeah, because otherwise it's not.
Her home is Brooklyn.
Oh.
So she's probably going to not.
No. You're
You're probably,
I-95.
yeah, you're probably on the other way. You're heading the other way. It would be out of your way a little bit.
Might be nice. I hate I-95. You hearing all the things that I despise. I-95.
How far from Brooklyn is Ligonier? 8 or 9 hours?
No way. It's like 6 hours.
Okay, 6 hours.
If you get caught in traffic. Because it's 5 hours to New York. 5.5 hours.
You just drove it. You would know. I guess I used to take the train. It's about 8 hours by train.
That you just fall asleep, wake up, and you're there.
I hope people are claiming these buttons because at that price, it'd be silly not to. Even if you're not going to use them, just have them.
To keep.
$6.
To have and to hold.
Like, how are you going to pay $6 for that? How are you going to make that for $6?
Oh, I got confused on that one.
I was like, that was like, what? That's
that one's hand painted. I got confused. Sorry. Somebody gonna get a good deal.
He's saying sorry to himself. Sorry.
Sorry, Andrew. No tools for you.
$8 for two littles. Donna says I could use those for closures on my crochet purses.
That'd be great.
Yeah, a lot of people in yarn and wool and all that use these check glass buttons a lot. We have them come into the store just for buttons a lot of times.
One of our customers, she goes to the yarn shop and she buys buttons from us and then she resells them to her friends.
That's how you know your prices are good.
Well, also she gets to pick out whatever,
Yeah.
Like whatever you want to do. Who else is watching? Oh. People still watching or they turned it off?
Got about 20 some people watching.
Okay.
That's good.
They didn't fall asleep.
Hit that share button, everybody. Share with your friends. If you don't share, we don't see new people. These are really nice. I like these a lot.
No, those are resin. Those are not glass.
Yeah, these are cool.
They actually, I think they're real flowers.
They are real flowers pressed into resin.
Isn't that neat?
That is cool.
I think those are from the 70s.
Janice asked if we bought the Mega Millions tickets up to 1.6 billion. Yes, we did.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about how I was going to spend all that money.
I know, I was thinking about it too the other night.
I could do a good job. I could be a good, kind, benevolent multi-millionaire.
Land baron.
Oh my gosh.
You'd be like, I'd be buying up blocks.
Correct. So do y'all like this random stuff? Is it speaking your love language? Is there something you're looking for that you haven't seen yet? Because I got a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of stuff.
You were talking about things a lot more before I showed up.
Oh, when I was.
You're going into detail about things and talking
I
about
love
things.
buttons. Buttons are great. These are beautiful buttons. They are shiny button. They are happy button. They are lovely button.
Today is Lionsgate Day, where on August 8th you concentrate on future achievements.
Oh, I'm concentrating.
He's like,
hard.
that's what we're doing.
I'm trying real hard.
Can I concentrate on winning the lottery?
Lionsgate, Lionsgate. I don't know how I'm chanting.
I know. Chant whatever we have to win that.
Is that Ishtar business?
Donna says, yes, I love the random stuff. Susan says, yes, lots of surprises. Susan says, you two are cracking me up.
That's the way.
Stay happy, everybody. How many of these are we doing today?
I have enough to do 1,000 bucks.
Okay, let me ask again. How many of these are we doing today?
Let's do. You want to do 100?
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to get to mow, am I?
Okay, maybe 60. I'll do.
You can stay and do more, but I do have to.
No, but I like it when you're here. It's more fun and exciting that way.
Donna says, yes, I'm laughing my way through this tonight. Michelle says, beautiful stash, Andrew. Look at these two different buttons. Batons.
Yeah, baton. Everybody's going to start
saying. AD-47 baton.
That's because that's my mom. She's from the Philippines. A lot of you probably already know that. But she's when there's a lizard, she goes lizard.
Lizard.
And my nephew, he was over. He spent part of the summer with them when he was little, and he says, "Look at that lizard."
Lizard.
It's so cute.
Yeah, that's apparently Tagalog. The vowels are a lot like Spanish, so it'd be the long lizard. This is really pretty. AD-48.
The sterling silver with jasper.
$32.
I did not make that. That is not. I did not hand make that. So just so y'all know, and it could use probably a polishing.
Norma says, yes, the random stuff is great. Michelle says, beautiful stash, Andrew.
What other stuff do you want? Anything in particular? I've been asking. Nobody said anything.
No, nobody wants to ask for things. They're like, if I ask for it, I have to take it if they get it.
Not necessarily.
That's not the truth. We'll show you what we got. You may not like it. You never know. Maybe not the right price you're looking for. Who knows? You can still request. Get your requests in, y'all. Oh, and by the way, I did invoice everybody for the check glass, the vintage check glass, and the glass focals.
Oh, you did that quick.
I did both of those last night. If you claimed anything on the album that Andrew was telling you all about, the check glass album, I have not done any of that yet.
Well, you put it up at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so. it was close to around 12:30 at night. So. This is AD-49. I love this. This is beautiful. Is this zoazite?
Yeah.
Beautiful zoazite.
It's supposed to be ruby, but it's not.
There's no ruby in there. Just zoazite, but it's good enough on its own. I like the green. Cheryl says, I love the unique, one-of-a-kind and funky monkey treasures. The random pearls and money.
Oh, you want money?
Norma says, I'm just enjoying seeing what pops up. Teresa says, we are all mesmerized. Marianne says, I is an E sound in Swedish and Norwegian too. Michelle says, I can't buy, so no requests. Oh. Oh. This
money's been domed.
Yeah, it has.
I was going to make those into rings. I don't know if I'm going to still do that.
You see how quickly he pulled that money out?
Dude, it's like a GPS locator. See, that's the thing. When I put stuff away, I know exactly where it is.
What are these, Andrew?
I don't know. I can't see underneath the camera. Those are antique pheasant beads.
And they glass?
Yeah, they're glass.
Check glass, antique pheasant.
Yeah.
The hole goes top to bottom.
Those are pretty rare. If I have multiple lots of that, so if people want more, sometimes the mold line is a little bit. You need to knock down the mold line a little bit. But I'm not doing that for $4. So, but if you
These are cute.
put a little bit of water and a little bit of sandpaper, and take that right off. And it may be German. It's anti-glass. All right.
All right. Get me lined up here.
Yeah.
That Red Bull kicking in.
Yeah, that before it was real slow.
Marianne says the pheasants are cute.
If you are, what is that, Rolling Rock?
Yeah.
I should sell those to those people.
They'll be like, what am I going to do with this?
Show your pride. So they are required, their house, I don't know if they're required, but it's how they know that they're members of this club, this country club nearby.
It's a private country club.
And so their houses have to have names. So you name your house. So I'm not going to say who it is because it's our friend. I don't want to make them feel bad. But anyways, and then on the nameplate for their house, it's a pheasant.
Yeah.
I was like, what's that peacock? They're like, you're not from here, are you?
And then some people, of course, try to make their own pheasants.
I love that even more. So
they're not in the club, so they make their own.
Oh my gosh, there's somebody who did it Loving Hands of Home style. It was so charming.
So are these metal? These are
that's
enameled?
ceramic.
It's ceramic? Really?
From Marcia Hedrick in Arizona.
Wow.
Amazing porcelain.
It's got a silver coat and then a blue.
That's a glaze, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Look how thin her ceramic is.
I thought it was metal.
It sounds like it too, doesn't it?
The edges look like it because it's plated in metal practically. It's
the oxides.
Yeah.
There's a thing. It was made in 2006.
2006.
Read the card.
Okay. Organics are formed porcelain shapes that are designed to add pizzazz to your jewelry creations. They are designed to be combined with special beads, crystals, or stones to create an individual unique centerpiece for your jewelry. Most of these shapes include holes that allow you to string beads into them, or attach wire wrap pieces into the center of the organic. They are fragile. However, they will withstand reasonable wear. Yada, 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 yada.
Yeah, no rugby.
You almost lost this one.
Nah, William.
It slipped.
Nah.
I'm gonna put this together up on the table so it doesn't fall and hit the hardwood floor. 51, 52.
Like, oops.
Oops, sorry.
I should go.
I gotta go, Mo. So this is double drilled on both sides, or top and bottom. Beautiful slab. AD 52, only $2. $2. Andrew's like, just take it.
Sometimes people don't have a lot of money, so I try to have something for everybody.
This is a beautiful piece. $2.
Do y'all want some of my polymer, or you think that's no good? Show it and see if they have interest in that.
Y'all have interest in these? things like this. Andrew's polymer clay, handmade polymer clay beads. You go wild for these or you hate them?
You're starting to talk like me.
I know.
What about this one?
Or this one. Things like that. Maybe like these. You're getting a preview of all of them.
We'll do those tomorrow. I used to pretend like I was going to be like Heather. It doesn't matter which Heather. Heather Queen, Heather Powers. And then this. Nobody wants this.
The Mama Jamba. Look at that. That is a big bead. Norma says yes. Look at that bead. That is significant.
I had this idea that I was going to make these great big beads. And then I was basically made a bowling ball.
Michelle says, love the black and gray. Let's
There's the eyes on that one.
Yeah. AD 53. Marianne says, like the blue one, but have no further bead budget this week.
We're going to still add it tomorrow, I think.
This is really pretty. AD 53, $18 only. Susan said, that's a huge bead.
Correct.
And it's not light.
No. That's why that didn't get me.
You needed to aluminum foil core those.
I think I did.
They're still that heavy.
Mm-hmm. In theory, I don't know. I probably have to like make it hollow.
One of these days, I'm just going to go through Andrew's stash and put it online and see what happens.
Huh?
I'm going to go.
One divorce?
Your polymer beads.
Oh.
That sit here in a box.
I was like, you want divorce? I put my stash online. I was like, huh. I guess he's tired of life with me then.
No, your polymer clay that you think is atrocious. And then I'm like, no, it's actually really nice. Let's sell some of these. And he's like, maybe. And then it goes away again.
Yeah, I forget about it sometimes.
So this is 5 buttons for $4. Whoop.
Those are fantastic plastic.
What is that?
Plastic. Old plastic.
Ooh, this is very delicate looking.
Yeah.
Is that a fairy? What is that?
It can be either a fairy or an angel.
Oh, I see. There it is. I was like, is that a fish? Is that a fairy? That's a fairy. The hole goes through the shoulders.
It's holding some flowers.
It's presenting you with some flowers. Very cute. Michelle said, haha, that would be grounds for divorce.
Oh, no.
$18.
What you doing? Huh?
AD 55.
What you into? Are you having a good time?
Anybody claiming anything? Am I going to check the email and have any claims?
That'd be nice. I really want those tools.
I know. You got so excited for them. I haven't seen him excited like that in a while.
I know. I said, this will make me happy in my heart. Finally.
Finally. I'm like, I looked at the tools and I'm like, Is this what you need?
Yes, correct.
Like, what are all these things?
Wonderful things. And then it helps my friend too.
Yeah.
She's got like a good heart. Did I tell you about how her sister got
Yeah,
cancer?
you did.
And then, so she put off her own surgery so she could take care of her sister and make sure somebody was there to.
I heard you saying that earlier on the live.
I was like, y'all going to sainthood up in here.
He's like, I don't do that for anyone.
No, I'm gonna be mad.
Marianne says, I did claim a couple of items. Thank you. Norma has claimed a couple.
I think, do you want gemstones tomorrow or more random stuff?
These are really nice. $25. I didn't even say anything. AD56. What are these, Andrew?
A handmade lamp for a class.
There you go. Beautiful.
My friend, if nobody gets those, I will keep them. My friend Wendy made them.
Wendy.
She said I had kissy lips. That's how we became friends. She's from Australia.
Trying to kiss on you?
No, I think she doesn't go that. She doesn't like a gaze.
What?
She doesn't want to make out with the gay.
So she doesn't like gays? What?
No, she does. She likes me.
That's good. She likes at least one gay, right?
No,
Yeah,
she's very nice.
Yeah, she is. I know. Just the way you said that, I was like, we got to clarify.
Yeah, no. She doesn't want to make out with me.
Right. She's not planning to make out with anybody.
Maybe somebody, but it's not me.
AD57. This is a cool piece.
That's aqua terra jasper on the outside and then carved turquoise on the middle inside.
Michelle says, I wished your friend and her family well.
Yeah.
Susan said, I claimed a couple of things. Thank you. Helping Andrew get to his goal.
Correct. Now, so here's a mistake that I made a long time ago. Is I used to go and I was like, I will totally remember who made this. And we would go to these parties and have lots of beverages. And then I would leave and I would have things stuffed in my pocket. And I would not even remember who I bought them from.
So there you go.
I bought a bead from this dude in the bathroom once. Not this one, but
this was not the bathroom bead.
No.
AD58, only $16 for
and
this lamp.
That sounds
bead.
weird but there were lots of people all the time in the beads making beads
in the bathroom.
Not in the bathroom. That just happened that one time. But then the one lady, she was coming out of the bathroom. Her name was Donna. And she's from Texas and did acrylic glass. And we met in the airport. And then I said, where's my beads? And so she was in the bathroom.
Julie says, oh, Andrew, laugh.
Well, so I don't remember who made a lot of stuff is what I'm getting. That the point of that story is sometimes I forgot.
This is pretty. You can even see like there's little swooshes through there when the light hits it.
Like that one, it got ruptured from my mind. So I want to say it's Venetian, but I could be making that up.
Sandra says, new book, Beads in the Bathroom. Beads in the Bathroom by Andrew Thornton.
Right.
It'd probably be a bestseller.
Would it? Next to braiding leg hair?
Braiding leg hair and beads in the bathroom. Right. Beads in the Bathroom and Other Stories. That would be good. There you go. That's a good title. This is AD 60, the last lot of the evening, I believe. Unless Andrew's going to go wild.
I could, but you said you want to cut the grass.
I do need to cut the grass. $18 for this little beauty.
And I got to keep cleaning.
It says cleaning, not sleeping. Cleaning.
No. So this one, this one is one of the Boro boys made it, but I'm not sure which one.
Cheryl says, cut the grass, William.
Is it? Oh, I can't remember who made that. It's either Andrew Brown, Bobby Rhodes, or what's their other friend?
Sorry, other friend.
Dude, I can't remember that. They were in the class. I'm not going to say anything anymore.
He's going to get more book titles. He keeps talking.
I know. You're going to get it. I'm trying to. You know what happens though is sometimes people look alike and they hang out with each other.
At least you remember. I don't remember anyone's name ever, hardly ever.
I'm usually really good, but sometimes
are you going to come by and say goodbye?
Alike and they hang out and they make similar looking things. You know what? They could be interchangeable,
mm-hmm.
and they probably are like they parent trapped me. I'm sure they did.
Parent trapped you.
That's like one time, Rashawn. They said that Rashawn was Samoan, and so everybody thought he was from Samoa.
He's not.
He's from Albuquerque.
Celia says, impressive art collection. This is like a museum visit. Thank you. Hopefully y'all like it. Thank you for joining in. You're seeing a different face now. Hello, everybody.
Looks like interchangeable. Like
right? I get called Andrew more than I get called William. So it's true.
I get called William also.
Everybody in town calls me Andrew pretty much.
That was funny. I went into this store and the guy was like, yeah, the bead guy. I was like, who, me? And I was like, no. The one that owns the store. And I was like, who, me?
They don't know him anymore. No. He's never around. All right, everybody. So that's it for today. Remember, if you're in town this Friday, we're going to do make and takes at the store from 5 to 9 p.m. for the stroll, which is a bunch of vintage cars all around town. It's like a car show. So come on down and make some jewelry with us. We don't know what we're doing yet, but we're going to do something. And Andrew's going to be there. So come on down. He's still trying to get out of it, but he's still going to be there. And then
we might do. How about I feel like
your camera makes me look weird.
What about stamp charms?
Stamp charms? What's that? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
The metal stamp, and then they get a hammer and they hit it.
Maybe that'd be good.
But then also I don't want to mess up my stamp, so
you'll get the stamps that somebody donated to you, and we'll use those.
Maybe.
And then on Saturday, you know what that is. I know it is, but I still look funny. Did you reverse it? No, I just didn't unreverse it. Okay, you want me to change it?
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter on their end. It looks the same. On Saturday, if you missed the news yesterday, Halloween starts at Allegory Gallery on Saturday. So Saturday, we're going to do a special live broadcast. So stay tuned. We're going to put up some banners and some stuff once we get everything sorted. And we are going to go live on Saturday for the start, not the end, but the start of Halloween at Allegory Gallery. So stay tuned for that. And on Monday, the 28th, that's going to be our book club meeting online on Zoom. So you can join us there. If you go to our website and go to the clubs and groups tab on the website, you will see the book club there with the affiliate link. If you'd like to grab one of the books, you can do that, and that helps us out. That's an Amazon link. If you buy from that, we get a little kickback. And also the Zoom link is there if you'd like to join us on Zoom to discuss the book and to discuss what you made inspired by the book, hence inspired by reading.
Here, ask this question real fast.
Andrew wants to ask you all a question.
All right. So, listen, Linda. Actually, William. So here, show that real fast. So I got these. These are Monique, and they're based off of old beads. And I had this idea of making these little kits where you get a head bead and you get the stuff to make their bodies. But my question is, do you care what the color is? Like if you bought a kit and it was like a random, and I put a random color in, would you like that, or do you want to pick? Because I don't have like a lot of any color.
I think random is best. Julie loves them. Susan says Halloween 365 24/7. Susan says random. I think random is more fun, especially with things like this. You make little random creatures. So far, random's winning. Teresa says yes, random. Sandra says random. Julie says random.
All right.
Norma says random.
That's what's been holding me up.
Nope, don't get held up. We're going to do them random.
All right.
Also, what else is on Monday the 28th? The kickoff for the Star Cottage Studio fundraiser. So
it's going to be fundraiser.
I know, it's like multiple fundraisers. This one will be over by then, hopefully. And we will have Star Cottage Studio fundraiser to try to make our money to do the outside of the building, a little bit with the outside of the building at least.
Here,
So
show these real fast, and then we're gonna put those in as prizes.
Oh, these are nice prizes. So if from this day, or the whole event?
This day.
From this day. So if you grab something from this day, day one of Andrew Thornton's Destash Live, these are handmade glass pendants.
Paula Radke made those.
With Swarovski crystal.
You know who that is?
That S word crystal.
Paula Radke.
Paula Radke. I know that name.
We used to be set up near her.
Mm-hmm. And there's another one.
She lived in Morro Bay.
2 people who purchased tonight. If anybody did, we know there's more than 2. We heard you. So those will be thrown in randomly to somebody's package. All right. So thank you for joining us today. And we will see you back here. Andrew will see you back here. I will be at pottery class. Andrew will see you back here by himself tomorrow. So get ready, y'all.
What?
Get ready. Have a great evening, everybody. See you soon. Bye now.
See ya.